Randy Orton's punt kick looked vicious because, well, it kind of was. The move connected with the side of his opponent's head, and while it looked cool on TV, it was basically a concussion delivery service. In 2009, Orton blasted Vince McMahon with a punt so stiff it gave the chairman a real concussion. WWE didn't say much at the time, but they started phasing the move out soon after. By 2012, it was officially banned.
Like the punt kick was banned, and that really pissed me off. That was my thing.
Too risky, too real, and too likely to leave someone seeing stars. Orton brought it back briefly during the pandemic when there were no fans in the building and everything was pre-taped. But unless someone shows up with a doctor's note and a motorcycle helmet, the punt kick is staying on the shelf. The Vertebreaker is one of those moves that looks like a horror show even when it's executed perfectly. Which is probably why WWE wanted nothing to do with it. Originally used by Shane Helms, it required the attacker to lift their opponent upside down with their back to them, and then just fall backwards, spiking the poor guy's head into the mat like a lawn dart. Even though Helms never hurt anyone with it, WWE took one look and basically went, yeah, we're not playing with that. One wrong move and it's a neck-snapping disaster. The Vertebreaker still pops up occasionally at non-televised events, but on WWE TV, it's on the absolutely not list permanently. Michelle McCool's first finisher in WWE was a move called Wings of Love, basically a sit-out slam that looked brutal. So brutal, in fact, that WWE decided it was too devastating for a woman. No injuries, no controversy, just straight up outdated thinking. They thought the move looked too strong for a female wrestler, so they pulled it. The irony? When Seth Rollins cashed in at WrestleMania 31 and became WWE Champion, it was the biggest moment of his career, and apparently the beginning of the end for one of the coolest finishers on the roster.
Stop! 7 ready!
The very next day, Rollins appeared on the Today Show and they aired a clip of him hitting the curb stomp. Vince McMahon saw it and had an instant meltdown. He thought it looked too violent and panicked that kids might try to copy it at home. So just like that, WWE banned it overnight. Rollins was handed the pedigree like a corporate rebrand and later pivoted to the ripcord knee. The curb stomp eventually came back in 2018, but with a new name, just The Stomp. Because apparently, removing the word curb is what makes head trauma family friendly. The buckle bomb is one of those moves that looks cool right up until someone gets hurt.
Top Rollins, maybe. And driving range right into the corner.
Which happened more than once. Seth Rollins first raised eyebrows in 2015 when he powerbombed Sting into the turnbuckles, causing a serious neck injury. Sting later called it a freak accident, so WWE didn't ban the move right away. But then came Finn Balor in 2016. During a Universal title match, Rollins buckle-bombed him into the barricade, dislocating Balor's shoulder and sidelining him for months. Still not banned. Then, in 2020, Nia Jax buckle-bombed Kairi Sane into the turnbuckles, and Kairi hit the back of her head. That was the final straw. WWE quietly pulled the move from circulation. Like the curb stomp, it's made a few rare returns, but don't expect it to stick around. The Piledriver used to be as common as headlocks. It was one of those old-school, no-nonsense finishers that had been around for forever.
Oh no! Piledriver! Oh.
But then Owen Hart botched one on Stone Cold Wake-Up Call. The moment rewrote the risk profile of the move overnight. Rules don't apply to the undead, or to living legends with supernatural gimmicks. High risk, high reward, and sometimes high disaster. The Shooting Star Press and 450 Splash are two of the most visually stunning moves in wrestling, but they come with a ton of risk. Brock Lesnar nearly broke his own neck attempting the Shooting Star Press at WrestleMania 19. A year later, Billy Kidman accidentally knocked out Chavo Guerrero with the same move. Around that same time, Juventud Guerrera fractured Paul London's face doing a 450 Splash. WWE banned both moves for years, until safer, more athletic high flyers like Evan Bourne and Justin Gabriel brought them back with a much higher success rate. The Burning Hammer is a brutal move by design. basically a reverse Death Valley driver that dumps your opponent neck first. But in WWE, it wasn't the danger that got it banned. According to Tyler Rex, John Cena didn't like how much it resembled the Attitude Adjustment and told him to stop using it. Rex says Cena chewed him out backstage and the move quietly disappeared. Whether you believe the story or not, the timing checks out. The Burning Hammer only resurfaced years later after Cena had taken a step back from full-time competition. CM Punk made the go-to-sleep famous, but he didn't invent it. That honor goes to Kenta, who's it back. Then he broke Brian Kendrick's nose and orbital bone with it. That was enough for WWE to pull the plug. The move hasn't been seen on WWE TV since. The Brainbuster is simple. You drop someone straight onto their head. It definitely sounds bad, because it is. It's basically a suplex with the safety turned off. WWE was already hesitant about the move because of how easily it could go wrong, but Goldberg sealed its fate at Super Showdown 2019. He tried to hit a jackhammer on The Undertaker, lost his grip, and turned it into a sloppy, accidental brainbuster. Taker was nearly seriously injured, and you could practically hear the banhammer drop backstage. WWE didn't wait around for the next close call. Brainbuster banned permanently. The Muscle Buster had been Samoa Joe's calling card for years, until one night turned it into something else entirely. During just his third match in WWE, a dark match against Tyson Kidd, Joe hit the move like he always had. But this time, something went horribly wrong. Kidd suffered a catastrophic spinal cord injury, so severe that doctors later said only 5% of people survive it. Not walk again, survive. Kidd was forced to retire, and WWE wasted no time retiring the move along with him. No public ban, no statement, just gone. Joe switched to the Coquina Clutch, and the Muscle Buster became more than just a banned move. It became a permanent reminder of how quickly everything can change in the ring. The last banned move on this list is one of the most iconic and brutal things WWE used to do on a weekly basis. WWE used to treat chair shots to the head like candy. Then CTE, chronic traumatic encephalopathy, became a household term. The damage from unprotected chair shots wasn't fully understood until years later, when retired wrestlers started suffering from serious neurological issues. WWE didn't officially ban chair shots to the head until 2010, and even then it was quietly done. There's speculation the final push came from Linda McMahon's Senate campaign, as WWE tried to clean up its image. Today, chair shots are still allowed, just not to the skull, which frankly should have been obvious from the start.